Hey guys, welcome back to Build a Better Adventure. This video is good news, primarily with a little bit of bad news, and it will be the last video I post before going to Mythic Con West this weekend. So let's start off with a lot of good news, and the first one is we are releasing a new one-shot adventure on GM's Guild called The Evil That Warlocks Do. This is actually a culmination of taking everything that I did during the first Mythic Con GM Gauntlet back in November of 2025. And basically I put it all the adventure pieces into this 24-page long PDF, but it's not all adventure. It includes the character sheets, and it also includes a little bit of thoughts about what went on at the Gauntlet and kind of my approach. And I have to give a huge thank you to Brotherwise Games and Goodman Games for allowing me to add their pieces of the GM Gauntlet into the adventure that you're seeing here. Take a look. It'll be out on DM's Guild, and right now it's out for Dungeons & Dragons 2014 because that's what I ran. The whole thing is pay what you want, so if you go out there and take a look at it and you're like, you know what, I would love to see this, but in Dragonbane, let me know. We might end up doing a conversion, you know, Savage Worlds, whatever might fit with this particular adventure set. All right, so good news part 2. At Mythic Con West this weekend, Friday at 3 p.m. That is on February 27th. We have Brian's mystery science fiction game, and I'm excited because we have quite a few people are coming out to play, but we still have room, and if you'd like to come out, come on out. At 8 p.m. on Friday, we have the Risen Citadel, which is utilizing the MythForge SRD rule space. All of this is coming out to Kickstarter later this year in 2026. And on Saturday at 9 a.m., we have What About the Children, which is the Shadow of the Demon Lord adventure. I will be at the GM Gauntlet, which is the next event time frame on Saturday. But I'm still waiting to see what they'll have me do. I could be a judge, I could be a player, I could be a fill-in GM. I attend the GM Gauntlet at the Mythic Con West's pleasure. Okay, good news part 3 for the MythForge game. We have color standees to play with instead of painted miniatures, because the miniatures that I had been using had been, as they've been moved around, had some of the paint kind of wore out just a little bit. We will also be giving away a 3D printed representation of your model you played as. So if you, in this particular picture, played as the character up front, his name is Sebastian. I have a 3D printed model, and I would be happy if you took it with you. I also spoke with the designer of the MythForge SRD, and he's looking for playtesters. So if you all come out and give me just a little bit of information, I can set you up with him so that you all can communicate back and forth and possibly become part of playtesting the MythForge Alpha build, which, if I understand correctly, should be coming out in the first or second week of March. So there is some bad news, and that is that I was hoping to have What About the Children out on Drive-Thru-RPG before I went to Mythic Con West, and there has been a bit of a delay, and I really think the game is going to be showing up on Drive-Thru-RPG around March 20th. There's 2 reasons that are the primary reasons that it's taking longer to review this particular game from a editorial and proofreading perspective. This is a much longer game than anything we've done, including the GM Gauntlet, because even though the GM Gauntlet is 24 pages, it's 10 of those pages are just character sheets, and so there's less that you have to actually go through and fine-tooth comb. We're also trying a new reviewer for this particular game because my existing reviewer has had a lot of things kind of come up in life and doesn't have time to jump on this particular adventure. So as we're going through this new reviewer, there are some things that we're kind of going through to make sure that they feel comfortable and know exactly what I'm asking them to do. This is the cover of the game that will be for What About the Children. So if you come to Mythic Con West, make sure you're looking for this particular sign that will let you know, hey, this is the table that is going to do What About the Children. And the final good news, we have new Build a Better Adventure shirts, and it's not merch, it's just t-shirts that I'm going to be wearing. On the front has a new logo, and on the back of the t-shirt, there's a QR code that goes straight to the channel. The old logo is what you see right there. I will have one large, extra large, and 2XL t-shirt to give away at Mythic Con West. I'm not promoting it. So if they don't go out, they don't go out. And we will continue to make sure that only people who have watched this channel will get a t-shirt. But if you see me out at Mythic Con West and you want one of these t-shirts, one of the ones with the older design, just let me know. And if I still have that large, extra large, or 2XL that you need, I will be happy to hand it over to you. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you're doing all those social media things. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, share it with your buddies, throw it out on the interwebs, and I'll see you with a new Baba logo in the next one.